Hey guys, what's up? I know it has been quite a while since I last put up a video, and I've just been really busy with life currently, so you're gonna have to forgive me. This is just one of my first gameplays that I grabbed from me playing the new Back to Karkand map pack. Yeah, and I gotta say, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, I went back and I played Modern Warfare a few times, and after they made all the patches and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Maybe they fixed this shit, and I played it, and they didn't fix that shit, and I'm pretty much done with that game forever. Yeah. Anyway, so I started off, grabbed my old school MK11 Mod 0, one of my faves, and I went to work here. And like I said, squad deathmatch, just I cannot get off this. It craps all over team deathmatch. Because here's the thing with team deathmatch in any video game, you have to worry about like 5 to 11 retards on your team who just don't have a fucking clue how to play. But in squad deathmatch, you only got 4. You only got 4 guys to deal with, and this is why I've always been a fan of Wingman and Gears of War. Because you know what, Wingman, it's you and your Wingman. It's like if you two fucking suck, you're gonna lose. If you two are fucking good, you're gonna win. And so with squad deathmatch, it's just 4 guys. So even if I'm playing with 3 retards, there's a good chance that I can legendary carry them, and we can get some steez going on here. And I gotta say, like, I've been loving the snipers in this game so much. I love them. I don't care what you do to them. I don't care if you got no scope, got 12 times scope, got 4 times scope, any scope you got. They're just balling on a budget, but the budget is like $1 billion, and so they're freaking amazing. Oh, look at this. Boom, boom, and the sound it makes. I never get tired of the sound of this gun ever. So since this is one of the first map thingamajigers for this thing, I was trying to get all the assignments done, and so one of them's marking stuff with the soul flam. So that's why I'm using the soul flam. If you're curious, I've got to say it is a pretty worthless piece of equipment, though. Like yes, it has its uses, but I would like to see some kind of slight buff to it. And maybe the slight buff would be not having a giant fucking laser pointing out of it when you're trying to mark a tank in the middle of nowhere, and they go, oh, what's that laser beam? Let me fucking fire explosive shit in its face and kill the person on it. So yeah, and I think that the new assignments they're pretty fun. You know, it's stuff I'm probably gonna end up doing anyway with any given class, minus the soul flame thing. But they've been pretty enjoyable to go through, and I'm working on getting the FAMAS since everyone said it's God's gift to Battlefield 3. But we'll see how that goes, because it seems like you put the name. Oh look, I thought it said dice on that box. I was about to say, like, that's pretty fucking clever, but it says mice, I think. Okay, Easter egg alert. Anyway, so I've also recently unlocked the KH-2000. I think that gun is freaking ballin' as hell. Anyway, it's complete ADD there. It's just getting all excited over it because I picked it up and I was like, oh my god, this gun feels so good in my hands. But I wanted to make a little comments about the changes in the patch that came with the actual map pack. Some of the things like spotting equipment. I think spotting equipment's it's a cool idea, because you know there are a lot of people on Battlefield 3, especially on Xbox, who just don't have mics and don't listen. So when I yell at my tank driver, there's a fucking claymore or AT mine or whatever in the fucking middle of the road. They don't need to hear me. They can just see little marks that I've made on them. Which makes, you know, it makes sense. You gotta say, if you could spot humans, why not spot equipment for your buddies on your team, or the complete randoms who just don't use their eyeballs. And of course, there's also all of the weapons changes for stingers and whatnot. I've been playing a lot of squad, I'm not gonna lie here, so I haven't played too much Conquest or Rush. I have played a couple matches of them, and I didn't really notice too much of a difference, just because everyone flares your fucking stingers anyway. So unless you have like an attack force of stingers on one jet, just leave the air-to-air combat for air-to-air combat. Hopefully a jet pilot will take out any helicopters now, and the air combat's going to be more air combat-y. And helicopters are probably going to be a little more safe in the air, because the thing is, there was a point where you just couldn't get anywhere in the air because of stingers. So the good helicopter pilots and jet pilots are obviously going to get better, and the worst ones are probably going to get better too. So we'll see how that all pans out. And of course, I was reading something about DICE saying that the new sniper rifle, the QB, whatever it's called, and some other gun being a little, I don't know if they're OP, they're under P, what their P is doing. And apparently they added new lines for the people. There's this one line, oh my god, I killed some guy and he said like something my nizzle. He's like, yeah, I blew up that nizzle, my dizzle. And yeah, so I still laugh at half the stuff that my characters say, and especially they have the urge to say fuck every time they throw a nade. But yeah, I've gotten over that. It's just amusing now. Adds to the flavor, I guess. Look at this, boom, boom. Oh my god. There's a reason I love this gun so much. I just mwah. And over here, I'm just checking the scoreboard. I'm like, wow, did I really just go 10-0? Did I really just mow down 2 people at pretty much point blank with the MK? And then I was like, yeah, that just happened. Let me keep on balling. And one last thing, the infrared scope. Now, I've got to say, I was using the infrared scope, and I made a video that you may or may not have seen, and I was talking about how I think it was a little bit overpowered, because the thing is, there wasn't really much of a downside other than a slightly more narrow view and a little longer aim downside time. But here's the thing, though. I think they murdered it. They didn't just nerf it. They made it the most worthless scope in the whole game. Because I put it on shotgun sometimes just to scope out an area, keep running. But here's the thing. If you haven't noticed this, when you pull out the infrared scope, here's what happens. First, it's complete green, and then the picture kind of forms on your screen. It's like it has a warm-up time of like half a second now, but it is very noticeable. And then besides that, you can barely see 30 feet in front of you with it. Now, if it operated like that, one or the other, like either it had the warm-up time, or you can only see a few feet ahead of you, or I don't know, what's a good alternative here? Maybe if they made it so on night maps it didn't have those issues, then I think it would be an okay attachment. But the thing is, they made it from probably the best scope to the worst scope, and I'd rather have had it be some kind of middle ground where it's at least kind of sort of almost useful, instead of just being a heap deep look at my gun, I can't see anything, why is the scope even on here? But overall, I think they did a pretty good job with the whole expansion pack thingamajigger. Plus I had the limited edition, so I didn't have to pay for it, yay me. So I'm just looking forward to be playing a lot more of this when I actually get some more time. Hopefully I'll get some more recordings up for you guys. And damn, I missed a crap ton of shots right there. Oof, sometimes my aim in this game. Anyway, but hopefully I'll have more time in the future to get some more footage up here. And I've been kind of lacking in that department. But in the next few weeks, hopefully I'll have some more stuff. Just been very busy with the holiday shopping. Oh, and if you have any good idea for sweet holiday presents, leave them in the comment box. Because, you know, it's hard to do shopping. Very tough to find that right item. So if you have a generic suggestion for anyone, I'd love to hear it. So until next time, mi amigos, I will leave you with some apples, then love, and I'll talk to you laters.